Now, talk to me about the economy, because last time we talked, Grant, it didn't look like this, all right? It was being propped up by inflated cash, being printed by the Fed, which I know you got a lot to say about. Even then you were saying, don't buy a house. Now we've seen the market come way off. Double-digit inflation, at least here in the UK. I know it's cooled off a bit in the US. Printing more money, recession, commodity prices going up. What are you telling people now?
Well, I think the economy is going to get very, very difficult, at least in America. I think a lot of this is fabricated. I think inflation picked up where COVID ended. Thanks. The COVID thing lost its bandwidth and ability to stop people. I'm good. And so they're like, hey, let's go with the inflation thing. Like, bro, we've been printing money for a long time. This last print, everybody printed.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we have a supply chain inflation today. This isn't about too much money. I don't believe it's about too much money. I believe this is, and I don't understand every intricacy of the money. I don't pretend to know everything, and this will disturb a lot of people that I even have an opinion on it. But most people cannot even explain what inflation is, other than we printed too much money. I'm like, okay, give me a little more than that, bro. Because if me and you're sitting on a Monopoly table and we run out of money, the rules in Monopoly are we can bring out more money so that the game doesn't end. And if everybody gets $1 million, there's 6 of us in a room and we all become billionaires at the same time, or 6 billion people on planet Earth all become billionaires at the same time. So nothing changed. It was a constant. And every country on planet Earth printed money during COVID. So what happened? We all ended up with more money. And so we go buy stuff. And the economy in America is going to go from a supply chain problem to too much inventory. It's already happened right now. Like we're already over the inflation problem here, and nobody's telling anybody that, which makes me believe that they're using inflation like they used COVID, okay, to get political control over people. So the inflation thing, to me, shipping's down, lumber's down, all commodities are down, food prices are down, oil prices are down pre-COVID. But nobody's saying that. They're saying we have inflation. And we have inventory swelling over here in America. That's why you're seeing all the retailers get crushed. Now, when inventories swell, prices are going to come down, and unemployment is already starting to happen, and they're covering that up as well. Notice what Elon did. Elon went and purged Twitter.
Yeah.
He fired all those people, by the way. They didn't quit. Anybody thinks they quit, that's bullshit. He walked in and said, hey, my name's Elon Musk. If you don't know who I am, this fucking party is over. Okay.
How much did you enjoy watching what Elon did from a guy that runs a business? Because I watched that and I was just like, man, I mean, I'm sure you had moments like Elon had those first 2 weeks, right?
The first 2 days of COVID, I killed an entire department. COVID happened. I forget what the date was. Let's say it was the 16th. It was announced. I was on a plane, flew to Miami on the 17th, shut down an entire department, and 42 people lost their lives.
Yeah, I remember.
So I did that because I wanted to save the other departments, and we did. But Elon's a purger. This isn't the first time he's done this. And by the way, while he let go, he fired 1,900 people. The same week, Amazon fired 11,000. Facebook fired 4,000, okay? But nobody's talking about that because they're going after Elon now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're going to target Elon as a bad guy now.
Well, also the people going after him, that's their platform, right? That's the one place where they can write the rules, right? I mean,
100.
The
leftists, one
leftists,
place where they could write the rules.
yeah, and they can't anymore. So it's like they're losing on a bunch of levels there. I mean, that's their jewel. And also, once one of them falls, then it's not obvious that you can't get the same type of policies in a Facebook or their other social channels, you know.
Well, nobody's watching Facebook anymore, so that's over.
But it's like we all assume that. I mean, look, I got censored like a madman in 2020.
I know you did.
And all the platforms in conjunction just dropped me. And they all, since they were all doing it together, it was all right. Imagine if there was one where a guy was like, no, we're not doing that. We might hold the others more accountable. But for me,
these people, these radical people with these agendas to devalue every family principle, the people that on this planet that hold family valuable, religion valuable, God is valuable. Whether you agree with it or not, there's people on this planet that think the family unit, think birth is important, think God and church is important. These people always go too far. There's many people on this planet that think that we're over medicating kids. These people always go too far. Okay, tobacco companies went too far. Remember that?
Yeah.
And said, no, we don't cause cancer. We don't create cancer. Well, sooner or later, everybody's like, okay, it's too far. And so what Elon Musk did buying Twitter, I think is one of the most genius things that we have seen done in the 21st century. And I also think that he's going to turn it into something spectacular that nobody can even imagine yet. And they had the political foothold. No other platform was talking politics as much as Twitter.
Yeah.
Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, none of them were politically oriented, as you know. And so I just think it's going to be unbelievable for free speech. And if he wants $8 a month, I'd rather have free speech than have a free Twitter.
Yeah. But $44 billion, Grant, would you like to be spending the next 5 years turning that sucker around?
I wish I could. I wish I had $44 billion to spill.
Yeah, I think he's going to do some amazing things with it, but that's a big chunky price he paid for that thing. So
I think he's going to be fine, bro. I think that is going to become that could become a blockchain play.